video we're going to go over the snipping tool. And what that's used for is in case you want to take a screenshot or a portion of your screen and share that with others, whether you want to share that in email or save it for some documentation or whatnot. You know, the great thing is it's really easy to use, and it's part of the Windows operating system, so all computers after Windows 7 have it. So it's really easy to access. All you do is you click on the Windows key or go down to the bottom left and click on the Windows icon and then type SNIP, and it will search and find the snipping tool. And then at this point you can right click if you'd like to add it to your taskbar. You can click on Pin to Taskbar. So I'll go ahead and do that, and now it shows up down on the bottom at the taskbar. So I can now open the program, and this is the interface you get. And by default it's just going to draw a rectangle, so what we're going to do is just show you how it works. You just click on New. It kind of grays out the screen, and you can move the window around if you'd like. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take a portion of this, and just to show you, it's just the picture, it's a screenshot. So we're going to let go, and now we have this little image that we can then use for anything. So at this point it's already in the clipboard memory, it's saved in memory, so we can just go to the Word app and we can paste that in there if we'd like. So we can just click paste or Control V, and you'll see that you have that image. If we go back to the snipping tool, there are some tools we can use, like this pen. So there are different colors we can use. So we'll use blue, and we can draw something on here. And we can also use the highlighter to make a yellow highlight of text. The nice part is we could also use the eraser here to undo or remove those edits. So let's go ahead and put a blue pen here. Let's go ahead and draw just something on there. And what's nice is it's automatically saved in memory. So if I go to Word or any other program, I can just paste it in with Control V or paste, and it will show that new image. If we go back to this image here, the next thing we can do is some of these buttons we can save it. So if we click Save, it'll pop up and allow us to save it to wherever we want. We can give it a name, first snip, and a location. So I'm just going to save it on the desktop. And a PNG file is fine. That's a graphics file that's used on the web and very common for computers these days. So we can save that, and now it's just a file that we can use anywhere we want. The other thing we can do is, with this file selected, we can choose which option we want for email. We can either email and have the picture embedded, or we can click email recipient and have it as an attachment. So I'm going to leave it where it is and just click the button. It'll open up Outlook, and it will create a new message and attach the image right inside. So that's what that button does. If I close out of this and I go back and change this to email recipient as attachment, then it will go ahead and make it an attachment for that email. So that's kind of the purpose and how you can use the snipping tool. But there are some more features that are a little less used, but are still quite important. So what's interesting is, let's go ahead and jump over here to a Excel file, and let's say we have an Excel file, and we have, or whatever application, we have an error message, and we'd like to capture that error message. Well, what we can do is we can go to the snipping tool, and when we click New, it gives us this option, this drop down of different modes. So one of the modes is window snip. So we can click on that, and now you'll notice that the Excel program has a red outline to it, and if I move over to this error message, it highlights just the error message and it has a red outline. And if I go all the way to the top, it highlights, and go to Word, it'll highlight the entire screen. So it does an actual window at a time instead of drawing a rectangle. So I'll click on this sample error, and now very easily that error message has been captured. And again, we can do the same process of saving or emailing or editing the image. Another option we have is the freeform snip. So we can choose that, and then we can go ahead and draw some kind of shape that we want, and that will go ahead and be copied into memory. So the last one we could do is if we choose this arrow down, we could go to full screen snip, and that will go ahead and capture the entire screen, and that's both screens if you have multiple monitors. So that's basically the snipping tool. Now another quick feature I wanted to mention was the delay option. So what that allows it to do is basically wait a period of time in seconds before it'll actually freeze the screen and let you take a screenshot. So I'm going to go ahead and click on 4 here. So now the delay is 4, and when I click new, I can go ahead and jump down to whatever application. It gives me a second to pop something up or do some menu option or whatever, and now it freezes the screen. I still have the options to choose what mode I want, so I can choose that and go from there. So that's the delay feature. Again, not used very frequently, but it is an option. Alright, so as you can see, the snipping tool is very flexible and very easy to use. And with just a few clicks, you can capture some images and get them off to email or in Word or whatnot, and go from there. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll talk to you soon.